Hello, welcome to another devlog for my 2D space game. Alright, let's try to get some modules into the game. So a module is gonna be a shape that has a functions, like a thruster and a gyroscope to rotate a shape to begin with. But I thought first we should have a nicer way to build. So now I've added a simple way that we can click and drag shapes around. Moving the active shape, the camera kind of follows nicely. That's pretty fun. So my plan here is that when we touch two shapes together then and release, then they should automatically get welded together. And let's see how this works when we do weld two shapes. So now these two are together, and maybe look at this one. Oh, and you can no longer click to focus. You have to right click to focus. Ooh, the other one disappeared. Okay, well that's all messed up. So let's get the click dragging working for compound shapes. So now they're together. Let's change focus to this one. And now let's pause and click and drag this one. It's free. And this one is free. Very nice. Now let's attach everything. And then just click and drag this one. Yeah. Oh, we lost the active shape. Right. When we make it single, we create a new one with a new body. So we could just say, and then if active, and then we make active on that one. So now, let's see if we attach everything, and then we move this one. Beautiful. It stays active. And then, oh, I just crashed it. Oh, okay. So we got some offset issue there. Yeah, okay, so it's not listening to the offset. I'm adding a new button to the context menu to make a shape single because I want to know what's exactly wrong with this offset. Okay, so that's perfect. Which leads me to believe the issue is this code. Because here I make it single and then get the position, but I need the position there before we make it single. All welded. Oh yeah, nice. Damn it. I think this might be enough. We just set the pause of the new shape to the current shape. And then same with the angle. Should probably maintain velocity and angular velocity as well, but let's start with this. And that's wrong. Oh, okay. I just exploded everything. And there's also this bug. Oh my god. So let's see if circles work fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. Okay. So it's not a poly thing, I think. So the issue might be this one when I set the active shape, because this has been an issue before. Because when I set the active shape, we set the origin. We set the freaking origin. Yeah, setting the origin in the middle of all that does not sound like a fun time. But we got the teleporting fix at least. So moving all of these works fine. So in the bottom left here, we can see how many shapes are attached to this body. So we go here now, and now it says 2. And now I detach it, and now it still says 2. And we go to this one, and that one says 1. So even though I deleted that old shape, it's still there, and I've even removed it from the space. But I see right here in the documentation that when we remove objects, we should remove any other objects that reference it. For instance, when you remove a body, remove the joints and shapes attached to it. But first, let's try this line. Maybe we can just remove the shape from the shapes list in the body manually. Let's move this one. Oh, it's still 2. Oh, there's a hidden shapes. And now we move this one, and now it says 1. So that might be the way to do it. Because I would rather not recreate the entire compound shape every time. Adding some tests like these let us catch some issues a bit more thoroughly. So here we just have 2 shapes, we combine them, we check their positions, then we move one of the shapes, and that checks out. And then we move the other shape, but then that does not check out because this one has an offset. So we run that test, it fails right there. And the fix in this case is changing this line. So we're not setting it directly there, but we calculate the difference, and then we add the difference. And that this function takes all the offsets into account. And now we rerun the test, and now it passes. So I'm trying to add a bunch of these tests just so we can work more efficient. This was a really annoying bug to find. So merging these was fine, and then we make this single. But then you see in the bottom here we got 3 shapes now, and I couldn't figure out why. It turns out that the mass changes super slightly. This is the mass, 7.5, and I have a ton of decimals. So when you rotate it with the offset and rearrange the vertices, the area changes ever so slightly due to decimal precision, I assume. And then our sorted list, which is defined here, tries to deal with those shapes here, and I check whether the shape exists or not. This kept saying that the shape didn't exist, even though it does. But the issue is these tiny changes in the mass, since that sorted list is super optimized. It was saying no, it doesn't exist, even though it does. So I think the easy solution is to round the mass a bit. So when we're setting the value of the mass in these 2 places, let's just round these, I don't know, 5 decimals. Should prevent any decimal precision errors. And trying this test, that caught it. Now that passes, very nice. I think that's a solid solution. Oh my god, this thing is becoming such a mess. I'm struggling to figure out why it was acting so weird. I can merge, and then when I unmerge, it's still behaving very weirdly, and I found that the moment, like the rotational mass, is still as if it's attached. I couldn't figure out why, but another test where I write down what I expect. Let me find. This is the issue right here. I was only removing the shape from the body, but I need to remove the shape from the space too. I really need to implement some better reusable methods for this stuff. This is really messy to try to handle by yourself. But now the test works. Let me show you all tests actually. Getting some there, it's really nice. And now let's try it this simple. So they're both free, and merge, and working fine. Click and drag, works fine. Attach, working fine. Detach this one. Whoa. Oh, this one. Oh, it lost the speed. Ah, okay. Well, that's fine. It didn't. It doesn't inherit the speed. So after cleaning up the code, getting it all working again, we now have this, and I'm separating them. These other yellow dots are the positions of the bodies for the engine. The shapes have a position themselves, and then the body has one. And if we join these again, then there's only one body for two shapes. And that body position is over there. And it seems to work fine, which is pretty cool and good to know. But I thought it would be nice to get that centered as well. So I was thinking if, yeah, it's way off there now. So it's only gonna accumulate. It's will probably cause some issues down the road if I didn't fix this. If the body is fresh and there aren't any shapes assigned to it, then we set the position, angle, velocity, and angular velocity to the previous values because we're inside this if, which checks if there was already an existing body when we load this new shape with the body. And having that change, these are now a compound shape, and I disconnect them there. Now this new body is centered, and if we merge again, now they're both sharing this one, and disconnecting them, then this one is now centered, and the other one has had the old one. It doesn't feel finished yet. I feel like we should probably get that centered as well. So probably recreate those shapes as well. But I wonder where I draw the line. Like, what if you have two huge compound shapes? Should you reconstruct the whole thing? All right, updating the make single method. We're getting the another shape in the compound, which might be none actually. If other shape and not other shape is compound, then we update that shape's body as well with a new one. Let's see if it works. Right, and disconnect. Yeah, that's perfect. If the other part has multiple pieces left, like this, then they shouldn't reset. Very good. We change to them, and then we reset or disconnect, and then they reset. Okay, so that's perfect. Working on the building code a little bit. So when you grab something now and you let go, it follows the active shape. If we make this the active shape and we move this one there, it's gonna set it to the velocity at that point relative to this one, which is gonna allow us to move things when we're on a planet. But right now it doesn't make too much sense. But that's really nice. I cannot seem to get enough of the refactoring. I have now, well, pretty much completely overhauled the structure. Now we have this part folder here, where we keep like each kind of function in its own folder, and then we have a keybind, shape, view, and a test sometimes. And yeah, so tests are a bit new here now. I was going a bit crazy, fixing things, and then you fix one thing and then two other things break. So now we have a bunch of tests, and I can run them like this, and tests a bunch of different stuff. It's definitely not 100% yet, but it's really nice to have, and I'll make sure to add this over time. Cleaning up the build keybinds, which is right now just left clicking a shape. I'm about to add rotation there, but not right now. And I moved the logic into the build view right there. We're hooking into the mouse motion method, and then whenever we move the mouse, we check if there's a shape there, and then if it is, we highlight it. And if there was an old one, we remove that one. And then in the draw shape class, we have a simple check for seeing if it's highlighted, and then we just color it green. And it's working nicely. Instead of tracking if the shape is highlighted or not, I want a bit more sophisticated styling. So I've added this style class and created three different styles here. The base style is enabled, and we have a hover style and a drag style. And then we can replace the highlighting here with the hover style. Enable is true. Hover style enable is false. And this one will be self.clicked shape dot drag style dot enable, and same for this one. And now we should see 3 different colors. White is the base, hover is the green. Oh, something's wrong. Oh, that's better. So 3 different colors now then. Green on hover, very nice, and click, drag is red. Perfect. Alright, check it out. We can now weld pieces together by moving them onto each other. Just like that. You can do it to moving parts. If we just put them there, they're gonna stay with the same velocity as before, but then like, boop. So nice. And then we can pull it off however we want. Perfect. Still have some edge cases to figure out, like this. um, but yeah, pretty happy with that.